Welcome to MLB The Show 25, as we will be starting our franchise with the Tampa Bay Rays this year, a team with a very low team budget and a team that was just in the World Series about 5 years ago, and they always they always can they can always compete, but we are looking to take them back to the level that they were at just a few years ago. So just doing this. So yeah, we are here with the Tampa Bay Rays as we will start up this franchise. But let's look at the team and let's see what we are working with as we are entering spring training here, which we will play some spring training games in this episode. As let's take a look at the pitching staff. Shane McClanahan, he missed all of last year. This is a massive arm to get back in this rotation. If you look at him, just in 2023, he pitched to a 3.2 ERA. I mean, look at this. In his first 3 seasons in the MLB, he's combined to a 10 WAR. He's been nothing short of amazing, and it's going to be really nice having him back in the rotation. Ryan Pepio, they got him in the Tyler Glasnow trade. He throws 5 pitches. He's also been a really solid arm. Last year, he was really good for this Rays team. Pitched to an 8-8 record. I really like what this staff is working with, and Taj Bradley's another arm that I really like. He had a really good stretch of baseball at one point last season, and I think he is going to be a future superstar for this team. Then we have Shane Baz, who last year also had a really solid season. I mean, last year the Rays were not let down by their pitching. Like, that was not the problem. You got Zach Littell, an older arm, played for a few teams. We might use him out of the bullpen a little bit, but he also had a great year. I mean, it's no secret that this team can produce pitching talent. Like Jackson Ballmeister is in Double-A right now, who's going to look to be a pretty solid arm for us. I mean, there's no reason. Everybody knows that this team produces great pitching. The bullpen. Edwin Uceda is one of the best relievers in baseball. If you look at his season last year, I mean, he was just unreal. Pitched to a 1.5 ERA. Look at this. He barely walked anyone. Yeah, an amazing season for him, and I'm really excited to have him as our main reliever. You got Kevin Kelly, who I think is also a really underrated bullpen arm. I mean, if you look at his first 2 years, he pitched really, really good. I mean, he had a 3 WAR in these 2 seasons combined. Doesn't walk a lot of batters. I think this bullpen is a really underrated part of this team. Drew Rasmussen is another one. Look at this. Excluding 2020, he's never pitched under a 3 ERA. I mean, this is just this bullpen really impresses me. At least the top half of it. You get a little lower and it's a little bit worse, but the top part of this bullpen, I'm really excited to see. Our closer is going to be Pete Fairbanks. Closed 23 games a season ago, 31-year-old. Got him for another 2 seasons. Another great pitcher. Yeah, I really like the pitching staff on this team. Here's where it gets a little rough. The bats are a little bit worse than the staff. Starting catcher is going to be Danny Jansen. It seems like he's played for about every team in the AL East by now. He was with the Red Sox for a little bit last year. He's a solid ball player, but he's not gonna impress you too much. But he's making $8,000. I mean, 8,000 this year, and yeah, I think he could be a solid depth piece for us. Um, and our backup catcher is the old New York Yankee, Ben Rortvedt, who I also think should be it would be a good backup. He's a good backup catcher. Definitely not a starter in today's day and age, though, of the MLB. First base is Yandy Diaz, the longtime Tampa Bay Ray. He's now 33 years old, making $8 million a season. If you look at his year just last year, he was amazing. Hit 281. He had a 1 WAR, but the 2023 he had a 6 WAR, hit 330 with 22 home runs. This is one of our best bats in the lineup, and he is a really good baseball player. And Xavier Isaac is not too far behind him as a really solid B potential first baseman. And then Trey Morgan from LSU is also another prospect to look out for. Second base, Brandon Lau, longtime Ray. He's at 126 career homers for this team. He's just a great Tampa Bay Ray. You know, you have him for another 2 years. Brandon Lau is the definition of a Tampa Bay Ray. He will always get the job done when you have to. I mean, he's a great ball player. You look at Jonathan Aranda, he had a really underrated season last year. I expect this guy to be a big piece to our team here in a few years. Go to third base, and Junior Caminero is one of the top prospects in baseball. He's played in 50 career MLB games. He's hit 7 homers, stole a few bases. I am so excited for Junior Caminero, and I think he is going to be one of the best players in the MLB in just a few seasons. You got Braden Taylor right behind him, who's also a very underrated prospect. And then Curtis Mead, somebody who's he just never has really gotten enough chances in the MLB, I feel. And Theo Gillen is also the first round pick from last season. Can play basically everywhere on the field. Shortstop's going to be Ha-Sung Kim. They got him for 2 years, $14.5 million. He had a really underrated season with the Padres last year. He played to a 5 WAR in 2023. I think he's a really underrated player in the MLB, and I'm excited to have him for the next 2 years. He can play most of the infield. You got a guy like Jose Caballero, came over from Seattle. Another underrated bat. He could steal bases, which I do like. So he's a solid defender. So I like that. I like Caballero for this team, and I like Taylor Walls too. He's been a long time Ray, but he'll run a lot. It's 52 bags. I like Taylor Walls a lot, and then you got Carson Williams, the Reds' top prospect, 21 years old, a potential 60 overall. Go to the outfield, you got Richie Palacios. He'll play left field for the Rays this season. He stole 19 bases just a year ago, 60 hits. Christopher Morel, the old Chicago Cub, who looked to have a bounce back year. He could play everywhere on the field, which is nice. Then we do have Eloy Jimenez for the season for $2 million. Go to center field. Johnny DeLuca is an underrated bat from the Dodgers a few years ago. Chandler Simpson, one of the fastest players in baseball. Not sure why he only has D potential. That should be much higher, I think. But yeah, Chandler Simpson is amazing on the base path. Then you got Josh Lowe, another great Tampa Bay Ray. He stole 32 and 25 bags the last 2 seasons. I mean, look at his 2023. 140 hits, 20 homers, 30 bags. That's got to be at least a 3 WAR. Yeah, it's a 3.4 WAR. So great season from Josh Lowe. And, yeah, we have a lot of underrated prospects in the outfield, I believe, too. If we look at our organization, this will be our top 5. Braden Taylor. Trevor Harrison I didn't talk about, but 5th round draft pick. I do like him as well to be a sneaky arm in this rotation in a few years. Joe Rock, got him from the Rockies a few years ago, who I also think could be a good future player in this league. And if you look at free agency, there's not much, but we are going to play some spring training games. And let's meet the team. And here we are from Steinbrenner Field, where we will play all of our regular season games this year, but for now it is a road game in the spring, as we are taking on the New York Yankees at their spring training ballpark, which will be our regular season ballpark. Making the trip here from Port Charlotte, as Yandy Diaz will start this game with a nice little base knock into left field. Yandy Diaz is aboard off Garrett Cole for the first hit of the spring. Now it's Brandon Lau, the second baseman today, takes strike one from the Yankees ace Garrett Cole. Steinbrenner Field here on a late February day. This will be our home ballpark for at least this year. And Lau looks at strike three. Down he goes. Caminero hits one down the line in right field. Junior Caminero, in his first spring training at-bats, got himself a one-out double. Josh Lowe is the cleanup batter for the Rays, as he will foul off that Garrett Cole cutter. Expect the starters to play about one at-bat today, maybe two, as it is only the first spring training game of the year. Josh Lowe is fighting off a lot of pitches here. But there, he'll swing at one out of the zone. Down goes Lowe for the second out of the inning. And it will be Danny Jansen, the first-year Tampa Bay Ray. First pitch swinging, ground ball, second base, and that's an error. Is that Jazz Chisholm? I think it is. He's made an error. It is Jazz, and we will get our first run of the game off of a Yankee error. It's Jonathan Aranda will stand into the plate. Aranda, first pitch swinging down that left field line. Second pitch to Aranda is going to be a fly ball to deep left center field, where it will be caught by the center fielder. And let's go to the bottom half of the first inning, where we will see Shane McClanahan for the first time since 2023, as he will face Cody Bellinger, the brand new New York Yankee. He tried to bunt there on the first pitch from McClanahan. He goes for it again, and it doesn't work again. So, not sure what Bellinger's trying, but on the 0-2, he'll look at a circle change. Misses the zone. It's 1-2 to Cody Bellinger, and there's Shane McClanahan's first strikeout back. Nice pitch to get Bellinger. Anthony Volpe will stand it. Volpe looks at strike one, so McClanahan off to a really nice start in his first inning of spring training. We'll get Volpe out there swinging. It's 0-2 to the Yankees shortstop, and down he goes. 2 strikeouts for Shane McClanahan. Manuel Rodriguez will check in for Tampa Bay after Shane McClanahan went 1 2/3. He will hand the ball to Manuel Rodriguez, where first pitch swinging DJ LeMahieu is going to have a base hit. Nice swing by LeMahieu. There's 2 on and 2 out for Jesus Rodriguez, where Rodriguez will go first pitch swinging, and he'll dump that one into center field. That's going to bring a Yankee run in, and it's 1-1 here in Tampa. Now Bellinger facing Rodriguez. Bellinger looks at strike one. In the first inning, he struck out to McClanahan. And that's a nice pitch from Manuel Rodriguez. I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of him, although he did give up the 2 hits. I think they were both pretty weak contact hits. As the 1-2 pitch will sky a little high. It's 2-2. And Bellinger works a full count. Nice at bat here from Cody Bellinger. And on the 3-2, he goes down swinging. 2 good innings of work from Manuel Rodriguez. He threw 48 pitches, and he will pass the baseball to Alex Faedo, the Detroit Tiger from a season ago, as Faedo will face Giancarlo Stanton in a 1-1 game here in the 5th inning. Stanton fouls that one off to the left. Faedo's 1-1 is a good slider.
1-2's the count.
The 1-2 from Alex Faedo misses, and it'll go to 2-2. Stanton fouls that one off. 2-2 pitch from Faedo. Got him, swinging. Here Caminero stands in with 2 on and 1 out in the 7th. As you can see, the Rays lineup looks a little bit different. Curtis Mead checks in, along with Taylor Walls and Christopher Morel. Ben Rortvet is the new catchers. Jonathan Aranda will stay in the game. Ha-Seong Kim plays short, and Palacios and Magnum will round out the new lineup for the Rays, as all the starters are basically out here, except for Caminero, as they're given the young prospect a few more at-bats. His first pitch swinging. He's going to hit that one to first base. First baseman Goldschmidt goes right to the bag. So Caminero advances the runners for Christopher Morel with 2 on and 2 out. Morel here facing the new Yankee reliever Fernando Cruz, and he swings that strike 1. The 2-2 pitch to Christopher Morel is swung on and missed, and the Yankees will pitch out of trouble there in the 7th inning. Top of the 9th inning, as the Rays will face Devin Williams, the new Yankee coming over from the Brewers. He will face Richie Palacios to start his day. Palacios is 0-1 with 2 walks in this game. Foul that one off for strike 1. Richie Palacios having a really solid game. He's been good defensively. The 0-1 is also fouled off behind home plate from Palacios. The 0-2. He slings and misses. Down goes Richie Palacios. The Yankees take down the Rays by a final score of 2-1 in Game 1 of spring training. Here are the Rays' stats. The pitching was really solid. Shane McClanahan pitched fine. Manuel Rodriguez was very good. Alex Faedo, Cole Sulcer, and Drew Rasmussen pitched for us in the loss today to the Yankees. We'll play a few more spring training games as the season finishes out. But yeah, let's start to simulate a few as we end the month of February with a chance to close the door with Pete Fairbanks. So let's hop into this. Florida taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates up by 1 in the bottom of the 9th, as Pete Fairbanks will look to close the door for us as he gets Tommy Pham swinging at a good slider, I think that was. That one will stay inside. There's a man on first for the for the Pirates, and down goes Pham as Fairbanks strikes him out. 1 out for Gonzalez here. He will take strike 1 from Fairbanks.
Ball 1.
Check swing there on that high fastball.
2-1.
2-1 to Gonzalez. Good swing, but that'll be fouled off. And a 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. The Rays are 1 out away from collecting their 2nd win of the spring. And it's Billy Cook, who's 2 for 2 on the day for the Pirates. The 0-2 pitch from Fairbanks. is in a right field. Base hit. Billy Cook continues this game here for Pittsburgh as leadoff man will step in and first pitch swing it to the shortstop and across the diamond, and your Tampa Bay Rays will get a 3-2 win here on the road against the Pirates. Nice pitching from Fairbanks. If we take a look at the stats on the day, who pitched this game? Bradley pitched 3 well innings, and the bullpen was really solid. That's what we like to see. We are officially into the month of March. We stand at 2-5. If we look at the stats so far in the spring, Yandy Diaz leads our team in hits. Taylor Walls has been really good. 1 home run, and it's to Christopher Morel, who's also playing really good baseball. It's great to see. Pitching-wise, let's see, who's pitched so far? Littell looks good. Fairbanks, Uceda pitched an inning. Manuel Rodriguez still is yet to pitch from that first game. Solser, Mason Montgomery's pitching really good, which is nice to see. Pepio's pitching good. So yeah, we're playing really good team baseball right now. And the Mets come back and beat us. Garrett Clevenger gets the loss. Facing the Twins in Fort Myers, we get a nice little 10-1 win. Now a game against the Braves where we beat them 6-5. Now Detroit, another win. A lot of pitching moments here. The Red Sox take us down, and so do the Phillies. We are able to beat the Twins, though, as the Orioles beat us 2-0. And we got 2 straight wins, which is nice to see. Back against Detroit on the road in Lakeland, we got a 3-1 win, which was well played by everyone. Shane Boss went 5 innings. It's good to see. We're starting to ramp up the starters, it looks like, as Garrett Clevenger comes in and we lose to the Nationals. And then the Twins. And we beat the Yankees, which is nice to see. We beat the Nationals. So let's hop into one more game here. Eventually. And this will be the game. We'll hop into this one against the Red Sox. Caballero stands in an 0-2 count. Down 1 in the 8th inning against the Red Sox. Caballero ground ball to second base. It could be 2, and it will be. The Red Sox get a much-needed double play off the bat of Jose Caballero, and Hunter Dobbins will check into the game. Having a rough spring. He will look to get Richie Palacios, who's having a pretty solid spring. As Palacios' first pitch swinging center field. It's right at the center fielder, and that will be the rest of the 8th inning. We'll finish this game out as Ian Seymour is in the game, but he's thrown 15 pitches, so we are going to go to... Who should we pitch? Let's pitch... Let's bring in Kevin Kelly here for the 9th inning. I don't know if he's pitched all spring training. He faces Johnston Garcia, first pitch swinging to center field. And a base hit for the number 4 Red Sox prospect. Connor Wong will stand in. Will probably be the opening day catcher for Boston. The 0-1 pitch to Wong is fouled off. The 0-2 to Connor Wong is a pop-up. First base side, Aranda drifting back, and Jonathan Aranda will make the play. And there is 1 out in the 9th inning for Rob Refsnyder. Ref Snyder, first pitch down the right field line. The 1-2 to Ref Snyder. The fly ball to right field. Oh, what a catch! Who is that out in right field? An amazing catch by, let's see, who was that? That is going to be Cam Meisner with a nice catch. Out there in right field as Romy Gonzalez will stand in for Boston facing Kevin Kelly. 2 outs in the inning. Oh, right back to Kelly, and he finds it in his glove, but it's dropped. Aranda just dropped the baseball, and I honestly have never seen that. That was crazy. As the Curacao talent of Ceddanne Rafaela will stand in, batting leadoff for Boston. Kevin Kelly struggling to find the strike zone a little bit.
Ball 2.
2 balls and 1 strike to Rafaela, who's gonna hit that one off of Hassan Kim's glove. So that should go down as a base hit for Rafaela. And with bases loaded, the Red Sox have a chance to get some insurance as the former Brave Vaughn Grissom will stand in. He will face Jacob Wazapak. 5-pitch mix here for the tall right-hander. Grissom looks at strike 1, and Vaughn Grissom will fly out to center. Vort Vet is the final chance for the Rays with 2 on and 2 out facing Justin Slayton here for Boston. So let's see what Vort Vet could do. The 0-1 pitch from Slayton is skied into center field, and that's going to do it from Port Charlotte as the Red Sox hold on and win 2-1 here against the Rays. One more game of spring training. Last game of the year from Clearwater, Florida. We're taking on the Phillies, and in the 10th inning, it's a 4-3 Rays lead. As Edmundo Sosa is at the plate, facing Pete Fairbanks.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1 from Fairbanks is right down the plate. Strike number 2. That one is fouled off by Sosa. And Fairbanks loses them ball 4 and a walk for Edmundo Sosa as Rafael Marchand will pinch hit for Weston Wilson, he's hitting .379, having a really nice spring training. We look to continue that, facing Fairbanks, as that ball is right down the line, but just foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Marchand is the first out, as Brandon Marsh will check into the game, and I might go to a lefty here, and think I'm gonna go to Joe Rock, but I can't. He's got to pitch to 3 batters. Guess he hasn't done that yet, so he'll face Marsh here, who's 2 for 2 on the day.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That one is a high fastball from Fairbanks.
Nope, that's a ball.
That one just barely missed. 2-1 as Marsh will sky that one into center field. Nice play. There's 2 outs here in the final spring training game of the year as JT Realmuto will stand in. And Realmuto will look at strike number 1. JT. Foul ball. 0-2 to the Phillies catcher. Fairbanks got him, and the Rays win the final game of spring. Rays wrap up spring training with a record of 14-14. As we look through the MLB, some of the records. Now let's see who was our best players in the spring. Jonathan Aranda played really well all spring, which is great to see. Yandy Diaz, Brandon Lau hit 4 home runs at 19 RBIs. Junior Caminero continues to play awesome. Ha-Seong Kim hit 300. we look through some pitching here. Shane McClanahan pitched really well. Kevin Kelly only pitched 2/3 of an inning, but he pitched well. Rasmussen was awesome. Fairbanks, Uceda, Rodriguez, Manuel Rodriguez looked really well. Shane Baz, Pepio, everyone. The pitching staff was really, really good in the spring. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this team looks this year. But before we do anything, I would like to bring back McClanahan for the next 5 seasons, right? And yeah, that was easy. So Shane McClanahan is re-signed, which is great to see. I also will try to bring back Uceda on 5 years, 15 million. He also accepts. This is great. I mean, we're getting everyone signed for the long term. Taj Bradley's looking for about 2 years. We'll give him that. Pepio, wonder what he will want. He wants 13 million, but to guarantee this pitching staff, I mean, this is exactly what we needed. I mean, realistically, all we have to do now is get Boz. And yeah, we've just signed Kevin Kelly. We've just signed everyone basically for this year. Everybody for this year that wants to be signed. And look at this. I mean, Camanero's, wow, he wants a lot of money, though, if you signed him long term. He knows he's going to be good. But yeah, I'm willing to obviously get Caminero, bring him back for 3 years. I guess we have no money. We just signed everyone. Whoa. Yep, all good. So we have no money right now because we just brought back all of our pitching for the next 5 years. I mean, look at this. McClanahan has got up until 2030 now. Pepio is brought back for another 6 years. Bradley's brought back for another 3. Boz is brought back. Uceda is brought back for another 5 years on a great deal. Kevin Kelly's brought back. I mean, that's exactly what we needed to do right before the regular season. So I am super happy to have everybody ready to go here for the next few seasons here in Tampa. So I'm really excited we brought all of our pitching back, and we're about ready for opening day. We face the Colorado Rockies here in the first series of the year. And yeah, that will be in the next episode, but we look at our budget. I mean, let's see, is anyone, like, I'm trying to just think, like, where's, like, look at this. There's really no free agents we have to sign long term. We got McClanahan back. Yeah, look at this. We brought Pepio. Ha-Sung Kim has 2 years left. Boz. I mean, I'm really, really happy that we got everybody brought back right before the season, so now we could have a season with no contracts really to worry about. And yeah, I am excited for opening day, the next episode, as our lineup will look like we're facing a righty on opening day, so it'll probably look something like this. Put Ha-Sung Kim up there. Aranda's got to get up there. Morel, Jansen. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably look something like this. But, on that note, welcome to the series, and I'm excited to get this series started. The first episode was great, and I am, excited to continue this, series. So, yeah. On that note, I will see you guys for opening day in the next episode. Peace.